Hello, all you crazy cats and kittens. It's your host, your ghost host. That was so cringy. Anywho, today's video, you guys, is going to be a graphic edit tutorial. And also, the first thing is double trouble because why not? We stand them. So the edit I'm going to show you guys how to make is called a graphic edit. It is usually an edit with about 4 to 8 panels, and for a lot of people they're kind of complicated, but for me personally, I don't mind making them. Sometimes they can get a little tricky, but a lot of the time they're just fun for me. But I hate them because of how tricky and complex they are. But today I thought it would be fun to show you guys how to do one since I am making one for National Coming Out Day, which already happened, I know, but I made this edit which I posted on my account, and it actually did really, really well. But yeah, so first of all, happy National Coming Out Day, happy late National Coming Out Day to anyone who came out on October 11th. So yeah, happy National Coming Out Day to y'all, and I am demi-romantic and demisexual, so yeah, for those of you who didn't know that. But anyways, let's just get on to this video because it's probably going to be a long one, so yeah. Okay, so before I actually started filming this, I had already created a panel, which is what you see there, and yeah, I'm just going to show you how to create the other 5 for this one. So the first thing you want to do, always, is start with the size. So right here I have included a photo with a 4-panel, 6-panel, and 8-panel size. So feel free to screenshot that and do with it what you will. And yeah, those are just size references for you, so you don't have to use them, but I thought they'd be helpful since when I first started graphic editing, I had a really hard time getting the size right. So yeah, I thought that would be helpful. And then the next thing you want to do is pick your background color. For this one, for the first panel, I'm doing yellow, and I'm doing Cachadora for this one. So I'm just going to grab the picture and start cutting them out. This process takes a while to really just get everything looking nice. Now, the technique that I use for this, by the way, is the same thing as when I was doing my blend tutorial, which if you haven't seen, I'll put the icon, the little eye up there. You can go on ahead and check that out. But it's the same process when it comes to just cutting it out. You just have to erase it and like blend it together. So yeah, there's really nothing to it, but I'm going to skip the rest of this because I don't think you guys really care about how precise I'm being. So yeah. Okay, so since that is done, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a shadow to the picture. And for me, sometimes I just like to add shadows because it's fun, but also because I think it makes the whole thing look better and more like fancier. It fancies the whole thing up, if you will. So I'm just going to play around with the shadows. You don't have to do this. This is completely optional. But for this one in particular, I just kind of felt like it was a good thing to do. But now the next thing you're going to do is you are going to start textures. Now I use textures as the backgrounds. Not everyone uses textures as backgrounds on graphics. There's a lot of different things you can do. But for me personally, I just like doing them. So I'm going to start by grabbing, I usually do like 2 to 3 textures per thing, and now unfortunately the color that I chose for this background, you can barely see the texture overlays, but that is completely fine. I don't really care too much, so I just like moved on after I made those. And so yeah. Now this is where graphic editing gets kind of tedious because you still have however many panels you're doing left to go. So for me, since I'm doing 6 panels, I have 4 more to go since I already did 2. And so yeah, you just repeat this process again and again, adding on the different colors and just making these panels. So I'm just gonna speed through the making of the remaining 3 panels that are going to have characters on them, and then I will show you guys what the text panels look like. Okay, so I lied before when I said that I had 3 panels to do. I only had 2, but now I'm going to show you guys how to create the text panels, which you will have text in. So you can either do 1 panel or 2 panels, but for this edit I decided to do 2. And so basically it's the same process as the character one, you just don't put a character on it. So you basically just put textures. You can, sometimes people like to spice it up a little bit more by like putting like shapes on it or something like that, but I just like to put textures just to keep it all consistent and similar. So I was basically just doing that, and I did that for 2 panels since I was doing 2 panels with text. So yeah. So once you have all your panels made, now is the putting it all together part, because you have 6 panels but they're not in a grid. So in PicsArt, they have grids, which you can use, which are helpful. So that's what I use. I just grab all of the 6 and put them into a 6-panel thing, and then just rearrange it so that it has like an even distribution of colors, and the text panels are not too close or too far apart together, you know, things like that. Just, that's all personal preference though. You can really do whatever you want here. But just make sure you include all your panels, of course. So that usually doesn't take me very long. Sometimes I'll add a border, sometimes I won't. In this case, I did not. But then, yeah, that is basically the edit complete. And then you just have to go in and do your text, which since I already knew what I wanted to put on this one, it wasn't super hard for me to do. I just went into Phonto and played around with fonts and making sure that I liked the way everything was. So actually, while this is going, if you want to pay attention, you can. If you want to just tune me out for the next, like, 2 seconds, you can. But I wanted to address why I put gay on the Cachadora panel instead of, like, lesbian or homosexual. Well, first of all, being gay applies for both girls and boys. It doesn't matter the gender. It's just lesbian is the technical term for being a gay female or a gay female couple. But I wanted to kind of show all of them by doing that, so I put them all under like the same gay umbrella. And I could have used homosexual, but I honestly wasn't thinking about it when I made this edit. I do apologize. I got a lot of comments about that on this post when I posted it, so I just wanted to kind of take a minute and talk about that. But yeah, so I finished up the text and it is all done. I save it, and then the final thing is going into Polarr and filtering. So I put my theme filter on this one, but obviously, again, filtering, you can do whatever you want. Play around, you know, have fun with filters. Filtering is probably my favorite part just because of how, like, creative you can be with it. But yeah, so I just played around with the filter, and just like that, you're done with your graphic edit, people. I mean, it doesn't take that long, but I feel like a lot of people don't know how to do it, and they don't know the smart ways of doing a graphic edit. So I was honestly like, okay, I'm just gonna show you all how to do it. But this is the final product of mine. It only took me about 45 minutes, which wasn't too bad. For a 6-panel graphic edit, it's not bad at all. But yeah, I mean, I would just say do your best, have fun, you know, play around, try new things, and just experiment. Try to find your style with graphic edits, because I mean, I know mine probably looks nothing like some other people's, but that's just because it's my style. That's what I've come to enjoy when it comes to graphic edits. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Turn on the post notifications, because I don't know what I'm going to be posting ever. I know I haven't posted in a while. This is the first post I've had in a bit. I'm trying. School is kind of stressful, but I'm figuring it out. Anyways, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you, or you will hear me in another video. Bye!